Which makes me bring up something else. Have any of you been to the Smithsonian National African American Museum in Washington, D.C.?
I have when I was young.
You been?
When I was young.
No. Well, it's only been open for maybe
the big
5, 6 years. It ain't that old.
No.
Okay, you ain't been there. Now this is the National.
Okay.
George Bush signed it into law when he was president, but it opened under Obama. So I guess maybe 12 years now, maybe about 12 years. But the reason I'm bringing this up, because when you go to the Smithsonian, right? Now this is the official African American Museum of the U.S. So everybody who visits this country who want to know about black people, they go into the Smithsonian. So I go to the Smithsonian. And so I go in and I'm like, okay, it starts in slavery. They don't really tell us too much about what we was before y'all came and stole us, right? So I'm scratching my head a little bit about that. And then in the slavery exhibit, Thomas Jefferson, rapist slave owner, has a life-size statue in the slavery exhibit. Why are we glorifying a slave master in the slavery exhibit? What is Thomas Jefferson doing with a statue? They glorifying him, right? Nat Turner don't have no statue. Harriet Tubman don't have no statue. My ancestor Frederick Douglass, he don't have no statue. So I keep on going through this museum. They got the Honorable Marcus Garvey tucked on some little board around the corner. You won't even see him. This is the leader of the largest black organization of all time. He tucked. Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he tucked. Right? So keep going. You get up to the top 2 floors. Guess what's on the top 2 floors? One floor is the athletes, right? Michael Jordan got a big statue. LeBron James got 3 big TVs with all his highlights. Serena Williams got a big. I said, wait a minute. Wait, time out. No statue for Harriet, nothing for Garvey, nothing for Nat Turner, but Michael Jordan, a bunny hopper, Serena, a bunny hopper. Damn. And then you go to the hip hop. They have a glass case of a pair of Nike Air Force Ones painted red, white, and blue with Barack Obama face on them in the hip hop exhibit.
Oh, hell no.
Nike is a white corporation. Barack Obama is a house Negro. What that got to do with hip hop? And then, after you're going through this trauma, you're going to be hungry, right? So you say, let's go get some grub. I know they got some good food in the cab. Guess what they selling in the cab?
Here we go.
Nachos.
Take a guess. Guess what they selling in the cab at the Smithsonian National African American Museum? Yes!
Fried chicken.
Yes! Fried chicken, cornbread, pork chops. Yes!
Collard greens.
Ghetto ass plantation food. You know what I thought? I thought they was gonna have samples of the food that we ate in Africa before we came. So this is what they ate in Nigeria. This is what they ate in Ghana, Liberia, Congo, Cameroon. No. They gave you the slave diet. So here's the narrative. This is how it is. They was in Africa, living in the jungle. We came and enslaved them, but they didn't know it was good for them. So when we got them over here, told them how to work and be civilized, and gave them white Jesus, they didn't know it was good for them, so they fought us. We let them out of slavery. After they got out of slavery, they started making rap music and dunking basketballs. The end.
The end. Highlight reel.
Now, people say, well, how would you have done it? First of all, why is there no exhibit on the school to prison pipeline? That should have been a whole floor. What about the HBCUs? That should have been a whole floor. What about the contributions of black women? That should have been a whole floor. How about the black inventors? That should have been a whole floor. What about mass incarceration? All the people who'd been murdered by the police. Now they're in there. You got a little plaque. You got a little info board. But I'm talking about an exhibit. No, bro. You know who run that museum? Athletes and rappers, bro. And then when you ask questions, you know what they told us? They said that the athletes you see in the Smithsonian put up matching dollars for the construction of the museum. So they said LeBron and Serena and Michael and them gave money, right? Yeah. So because they gave money, y'all had to dedicate the museum to them? They not no damn freedom fighters. Now, go to a Jewish museum. I bet you they ain't got the top 2 floors dedicated to Seinfeld. How much you want to bet Seinfeld ain't got no whole floor? No, do you feel me though?
Rerun.
How much you want to bet? Go into a Jewish museum about the Holocaust.
Right, it's
You
gonna be
won't
the
see no
Holocaust.
goofy ass comedians, ain't no actors, no basketball players. They talking about community and culture.
Right.
But you come to the Black Museum and 2 floors is dedicated to coons and bunny hoppers.
It's sad.
And guess how much it costs? $550 million. Do you know what the hell we could have done with $500 million, bro? You know how many schools we could have built?
Come on.
You know how many hospitals we could have built with $550 million? You know how many black men unemployed we could have gave jobs to? How many homeless black women with kids for $550 million?
Come on, man.
Oh my gosh.
Now, let me ask you, and again, I'm going to get off of this Black Panther, but I have to ask you, when Black Panther came out, there was a lot of black pride that you see people in dashikis.
Uh-huh.
They were seeking for something.
Yes, they were.
And they got it from entertainment value. What did you take from the black community coming together and start really trying to show their blackism, I guess you could say?
Misdirected passion. And the reason I'm going to say it was misdirected passion, no Caucasian, no Hollywood film studio, damn sure not Walt Disney, can create or do anything for you that should motivate you to get interested in who you are because a white man is initiating it. Look at all the great leaders we had. Look at all the scholars we had. Look at all the black books that's been published on us. And you get hype over a superhero invented by a white man. Invented by a white man. But you won't get hype over the real Black Panthers. How about some Huey P. Newton? He wasn't invented at Disney Studio. What about little Bobby Hutton? What about Geronimo Pratt? What about Bobby Seale? What about George Jackson? What about Jonathan Jackson? What about Fred Hampton? I'll give you some real Black Panthers. You follow what I'm saying? Don't give me no cartoon invented by a white man where you got real Black Panthers. And here's the issue. The real Black Panthers got washed out for the cartoon Black Panther. Because now when our children hear Black Panther, they don't think about Huey P. Newton. They don't think about Fred Hampton. They don't think about George Jackson. They don't think about Geronimo Pratt. They don't think about our Prentice Bunchy Carter, John Huggins. You know what they think about? The cartoon. So in many ways, that was a cultural takeover by Hollywood commercialism.
Damn.
How many, in entertainment period, how much of it do you think is made to program the way
All of
people,
it.
all of it?
The purpose of entertainment is to control minds. The whole purpose of propaganda, which is informational warfare, is to do what? Destroy the consciousness so you never have to go to war with the people. If I can control what you think, I never have to fight you. If I can convince you that standing up to me is the worst thing you could ever do in your life. If I can convince you that I am invincible, you'll never want to fight me. That's why they spend more money on misinformation than they do in the military. And you see how much money they spend on the military. They spend more money on misinformation than they do in the military. And let us be clear about something. You only have about 6 media companies. 95% of everything you see, 95% of everything you read, 95% of everything you hear is either coming to you through Disney, Sony, Time Warner, Bertelsmann, Rupert Murdoch News Group, and I'm leaving one out. 6 companies control 95% of all the media in the world. And you wonder why they control our athletes, they control our celebrities, they control what we think. Whoever controls the information controls the world. And what are the most important aspects of information? It is the images and the sound.
Right.
The brain is ruled by what it sees and what it hears.